My name is Becca Lavy and I graduated in 2025. It was honestly one of the best years of my life. I really enjoyed the community here. I loved the classes. Being homeschooled my whole life, I never had the classroom setting, but I feel like this was a really great introduction to what school would have been like, but in a smaller setting and with more like-minded people. I think the best part truly was my classmates. We had such a great bond. We really studied a lot together. We spent a lot of time together outside of classes, and just being able to grow together through the studies that we were doing, the books we were reading, it was truly a really great experience. I think the biggest thing that stayed with me was first an appreciation for the great books. I read a lot of those in high school, but I revisited them this past year, and so it was just super awesome to be able to dive into those deeper with different ideas. And I think secondly was the importance of preparation for defending our faith, and that's truly what this year gave me. So I was homeschooled all the way through high school. My mom had a huge emphasis on studying worldview. We used a curriculum through junior high and high school to do that, which included reading books like The Republic, but also we studied Latin and Greek and read a lot of stories. My mom was always reading to me and my brothers. I really loved it because having classmates meant that a lot of different ideas were explored. And so it really meant that something I may have learned in my high school years wasn't even correct, or maybe should have been changed a little bit. And so it was super fun to also have the direction of the professors, because they've studied these books for years and they've taught them for years. So they really know what the biblical perspective should be. I think my biggest takeaway was first the friendships. Most of them have stayed throughout this next year, and it's really fun to be able to reconnect. But also I think that just seeing the growth that God had in me and in the rest of the students as well has really been impactful in the sense that I want to continue pursuing that with him. I have a lot, especially with my classmates, but I think some of my favorite memories include being in class, and we had one classmate who always wanted to go into symbolisms about everything, and oftentimes it would take up the entire class period, but we would just discuss the symbolism behind a different idea, and it was really fun to see him get fired up and then see the professors get engaged. I think he was definitely working through the relationships, the community here, serving at the bridge there in Canyon City, and then also just the dynamics that we had as a group. It was really interesting to see how people would accommodate others, how people, might have some difficulties, but then work through them or try to forgive. And then also I think personally in my own life, just showing the importance of spending time in his word every single day. It was a habit I had struggled to create, but then this year really helped me solidify that in my life. The Bridge is a program that was started by Livingstone Calvary Chapel here in Canyon City, and it's a youth outreach program. It's not specifically affiliated with a specific church, so it's not a youth group, but they just have a building where kids are welcome to come and hang out, weekdays, Friday nights, things like that, where it's a safe space. They have people they can talk to, they have friends they can hang out, games, things like that. So we volunteered there during the year. First, I would say definitely prayerfully consider it. It's a difficult program. The schooling is not easy. There's a lot of homework, but it truly will probably be one of the best experiences if you feel that God is leading you in that direction. You will experience a lot of growth. You will experience a lot of new things. And honestly, I think it's one of the best things to prepare you for a college education. The program truly changed my life, and I wouldn't be the person and the Christian that I am today without Worldview Crux. So it truly was the most amazing experience.